Welcome everyone to the round of 16 for the DAO Hidden Cup. I am joined today by Foster, my co-caster, and we are going to cast a game between, on the one hand, Saladin and Kotyan Khan, and on the other hand, Princess Yodit and Nobunaga. Now, prior to them starting this match, this best of five, they were able to pick some civs that ought to be banned and pick some maps that ought to be banned, and then get some map picks in as well. Now, the civs they banned were the Incas, Japanese, Turks, and Bulgarians. Foster, what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I mean, Incas is kind of the classic ban because it's a bit of a pain to deal with the Inca villager rush. So probably, one team not wanting to face up against that would be my kind of guess. And of course, the new Turks, which are ridiculously OP with the new patch, some might say. And Bulgarians.
That Pierce armor, yes.
Yeah, the Pierce armor on the scouts, absolutely. The Bulgarians, of course, with their new blacksmith techs and cheaper techs, which just, I mean, they really, really wreck. That along with the free men-at-arms could be just devastating, frankly.
I'm kind of surprised by Japanese, though. I'm kind of surprised by that, to be honest.
Yeah, so their usual go-to is the men-at-arms into archers build, which is, exceptional with their faster attacking, 25% infantry line, of course. So maybe someone might feel that they needed to ban. It's a shame that we can't see who banned which, but there we go.
It's part of the mystery of the game, I'm afraid.
It is. So, shall we hop into the game whenever you're ready?
Wait, hold on. We need to first discuss the map bans and the map picks. Now, they banned Hideout and Socotra. Now, I can fully understand Socotra. It is one of the most chaotic maps in the game. Hideout, kind of surprised. Yeah, and then the one team picked Nomad and Golden Swamp, and the other team picked Arena and Team Islands. I am kind of surprised, Foster, by the Team Islands pick. I don't think that is a very popular map because it is a hybrid map, so it does require players to master both water and land. I'm surprised by that. Does that mean that they have some tricks up their sleeves? Who knows?
Yeah, possibly favoring more of a kind of a boomy game, one might say, especially with the arena pick. They kind of worked in on maybe they're scared to fight on maybe more open maps, and wanting kind of the slower paced game where they can really use their booming skills to really take the victory.
Okay, well, that said, let's hop into the game. Okay. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's count down to 1, 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
All right. Brilliant.
Okay, so just to preface this, the first game they started, it crashed after 5 minutes. They had a drop, and so they had to restart the game, but they only started recording after around 6 minutes into the game. So we're already watching 6 minutes into the game. Now, on the one side, we have in the blue Nobunaga, who is Korean's interesting civ. And on the other hand,
there as well. Whatever. Briefly.
House right away. And on the other side, we have Princess Yodit in the same team, who's Indians. Indians Koreans is a very interesting team matchup. Team together, I mean. Very unusual combo. Going archers and camels, I suppose. I don't know what the play is here. Yep. Now on the other side, in yellow, we have Kotyan Khan, who's playing with Berbers. So Camel Civ v Camel Civ, because they're right across from one another. That's going to be interesting. And of course, we have... Oh my god, no, I messed up. Wait, did I?
No.
No, actually I didn't. I'm sorry. So no, Saladin. Sorry.
Yep, Saladin red.
Yeah, Saladin in the red, who is playing Ethiopian. So basically, we have 2 camel civs versus 2 archer civs, opposed from one another, of course. 1 camel civ and 1 archer civ in each team. It's kind of interesting, though, how since the latest patch, Koreans now has all of a sudden become a viable option again for team plays, Foster.
Yeah. They're the towers have been kind of nerfed somewhat, but their archers lines seem better now with the armor upgrade, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got Ethiopians going with presumably archers, and we've got Berbers, which what looks like a scout build. And then we've got Greens, who are a little bit behind by the look of it.
That's also interestingly, Green is the only player that is not making a barracks yet in Dark Age.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's going FC into a sort of greedy boom here? Who knows?
It doesn't look like it, as he's not gone to gold.
Interesting. What is he trying to do? Oh, no, I see the barracks now, though. Let's go over to the other side. So red is going for the full wall off. So is yellow. Yellow's map is fairly open, though. It's going to be hard for him to fully wall that. Same with blue. Blue's
yeah, it's a
right flank is that's horrible. That's it's not pretty to look at. He's gonna have a lot of walling to do.
Really extended, really forward gold and really forward main stone, which is considering he's not got he's walled out because he's not really had any other option to. He's walled out his other golds, so that's going to be probably going to be punished quite heavily. Red with the 2 archery ranges down now.
Also blue. Interestingly, blue, as opposed to every other player in this game, is not able to wall until the edge of the map. So that's going to be a problem if you're facing up against archers, I think, because archers can just surround his base in a sort of a 360-degree view.
Hit those wood lines.
So that might be a little bit difficult, though. Red is also going for a safer wall off. I see he's not going for the ambitious wall off, reaching the wood line there.
Yeah, he's got the nice. He's got two of his wood lumber camps as well, whereas blue's only on 1, cramped in that kind of left-hand corner. So
absolutely.
It's going to be a little bit more pushed there.
Yeah. So yellow seems to not be making any scouts yet. Neither is well. Green has started making some scouts. I suppose they're gonna.
Oh, yeah, yellow's got some scouts just outside the front of his base.
Oh, okay, he's massing them up right there. I did not see that. I'm sorry.
No, Green's got some in his stable, and we're starting to get some archers produced by the Korean player, and some archers out for the Ethiopian player as well. So units are getting made, and armies will be fighting shortly.
Yes.
Look at this
I mean, I guess this
Green,
is, for viewers, I guess this is the biggest difference between this kind of level and a higher kind of level. It all goes a bit slower, though, right? Players are more hesitant to go forward.
So we got
they're waiting more.
First attack from red.
Red.
He's
just patrolling in. Oh no, he's gonna go for the walls, I suppose.
Yeah, I want
to go try and break into that. That might be might be a problem for red since blue has outmassed him in archer numbers. Plus, red is also fighting really close to blue's archery range. Ooh, that's a very bad fight for red.
Yep. And
that's a very bad fight.
Neither with the fletching, but of course Koreans with the extra armor, which is just he's cleaned them up. I don't think he took a loss. No, he didn't.
Exactly.
Even with
By the way, if we go to the other side now, we can see that green, Princess Yodit, has sent her scouts out, presumably to go help blue with a counter push, I assume.
And yellow's.
However, at the same time, though, yellow is attacking green's base, so green needs to be careful not to let him in.
Yeah, and I think if the double team on the red archers here with the extra archer armor for the Koreans could be really deadly and really force red off.
Looks like the two armies are just gonna miss each other though, the blue and the red army.
Yeah.
So green is circling around to the top, and it looks like they're gonna pincer red's army in a pincer move. If blue returns on time, ooh, okay. Green is holding off now.
I'm just wondering, is green looks like he's stopped making scouts, so it's looking like to go up to, he's on his way up to going to castle. Yellow has made an extra 1, but he's not doing anything with it.
Yeah. Green, resource-wise, green is pretty far off from reaching Castle Age, though. He's only on around 100 food and 80 gold, so he's quite a way to go.
Good engagement down in the middle between red and blue. Scouts have pounced on blue's archers. Oh, and then the...
Meanwhile, green has entered red's base.
Oh no.
He's getting a Vil pick off right there. Oh, that's one Vil, maybe two Vils. If he's lucky, no. Okay, he's gonna circle around, try and keep red entertained.
Oh, he could have gone
Meanwhile,
through
red
there.
and yellow is scurrying back to defend. And red is it's a great opportunity to trap green, but he's not taking that opportunity because green ran right into a dead end. So green is just gonna run back out again, I assume.
Yeah, and blue's massing up his archers there. He's just, you can see he's just signaled.
Yeah, it looks like red seems to have a slightly bigger mass of archers now.
Yeah, there's either Ethiopian archers as well, although the Koreans do have extra armor. Although he's not chosen to get additional armor, which I think would have been the play. Oh, no, it's just free armor that they get, right?
Yeah, it's just free armor.
Not
They don't get any additional armor.
I think it was like the Turk scouts.
Yeah. For the Italians who have a castle tech to get them extra armor. Meanwhile, yellow is halfway up to Castle Age. And that would be the only player that's actually close to Castle Age right now. So yellow, Berbers, Castle Age, you know what that means? It's going to be knights. It's going to be a lot of knights.
Yeah.
Cheap knights streaming in.
And they've got an attack here coming in on red as well. Both of them there.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Doesn't look like they're going to be able to accomplish much doing that. And it looks like red's army is going back, trying to get the hill behind green and blue, which would be a very interesting position to fight in.
Yeah.
If they spot it in time, it's going to be an important engagement right here. It's all about who can get up top.
Yeah, red's definitely got the numbers on blue there. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good fight.
The only problem is the only unknown variable here is the green scouts were mixed in.
Yeah. That's, I mean, all
but this is going to be a pretty big cleanup regardless.
So yellow will be going into the Castle Age, hopefully. Has he dropped another stable? He has. Oh yeah, he has. My bad, he has. He's just dropping another stable, so you'd expect knights to be coming out now.
Yeah, meanwhile, all the other three players are also on their way to Castle Age. However, since yellow has reached Castle Age relatively much sooner, I think he's going to be able to get out knights faster, and if they're smart about it, then red and yellow can really put the pressure on blue.
Yep.
However, it looks like red is still massing. He's probably going to wait for that crossbow upgrade to attack blue.
Yep, and yellow's got a couple of knights coming out the front of his base. So he's going to have, maybe he's going to have, what, 6 knights by the time he gets, by the time he fights, which could be deadly for this this army with blue's base, which is stuck out the front of their base.
If you look at green's base as well, green is expecting the knights, the yellow knights, to push in, and he's already made 2 spearmen out front of his base, patrolling out front of his base, because he's expecting that knight push anytime now. Yep. I assume that green is going to go right into camels to counter that knight play.
There they are. He doesn't have. He's got a lot on food, excess food, which if he had more on gold, he may be able to get some of the armor upgrades, but. Does have a very, very big eco for the food.
Does
29 farms.
Exactly. He's on 1,200 food right now, which I think is the best resource count of any player currently.
Yeah, and he's gone 3 stables. Yeah, is that right? 3 stables. God, maybe a bit too much.
How is green getting all that eco up as fast? It's pretty impressive. That is, of course, the Indian advantage.
Yep, cheaper villages, right?
Sure. So, now, correct me if I'm wrong, Foster, but it seems like if blue wanted to push, he should have pushed earlier, because I think that Ethiopian archers just get stronger as the game progresses versus green archers, which are cheaper, you know, because they get a free armor upgrade, but I don't think they're necessarily stronger versus a 25% faster firing Ethiopian archer.
Possibly not, but he will have the armor upgrade straight away, whereas red does not. But he's got a big enough thing to scare off yellow with his knights. So
true, and red did not buy the armor upgrades yet. It looks like, interestingly enough as well, for a Korean player, is that blue has not gone on stone yet, so he's not planning to go on towers.
Yep, yeah, or into wall wagons. He's been forced to gold there, which is really unfortunate for him.
Yes.
But he has got a TC down in the gold on his south, so that's nice. I would have.
I feel like making some towers could actually be a good play for blue, because the counters do a lot of damage to archers.
Yeah, I agree.
Get free upgrades, so I don't know, because he's taking a pretty bad fight versus the red archers right now. Though that Ethiopian faster firing rate apparently is more important than the free armor, because red's crossbows are do not have the second armor upgrade, whereas blue crossbows do. Yet red is taking a much better trade here.
Yeah, he's been pushed off the gold and he's been forced back into his base. So is Red gone with Red's dropped another TC? Yep.
Interestingly though, green is full on camels, whereas yellow still predominantly knights. Now I do think those green camels can clean up everything yellow has pretty easily. So it'll all depend on how well red is doing versus blue.
Yeah, I think almost blue should just sit back there.
Exactly.
He's just losing.
Maybe mix some mangonels. Maybe go some siege.
Yeah, that would be nice.
This is, I think, crossbow versus crossbow. If you're fighting, in just pure crossbow versus crossbow, then fighting against a crossbow that has a much higher firing rate than yours is just not a good fight. Even if you do have free armor, I don't think that's necessarily the fight that blue wants to take or should take.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, red's got double the military numbers of him now, more than double. So yeah. Although green's going to come around the back. Oh, that's not good. What's the economy's looking
Green
like?
really is biding his time. He's really waiting. He's trying to pick out the right moment to strike.
Oh, look at yellow's base, the south TC. Look at those vills, how inefficient that is on the gold.
Oh yes.
Anyway, we've got fighting.
Well, he's noticed that. He is going out with his bills now.
Yeah. Oh, nicely done. Is that for a castle? No, it's not.
Could have been. I think green is just massing as long as he possibly can.
Yeah, he looks
and clean it in one go. I think that's his strat here.
Yeah. The camels are 3 pierce armor, so they're going to be taking 4 damage from those crossbow. But that is a lot of crossbow. That's nothing to.
Though arguably, the yellow army could be. It's still majority of yellow's army is still knights, so pretty easy cleanup for green. Should he try and go for it?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to clean up with the 2 armies there, though. Blue's just
not
got the numbers. Blue's just not got the numbers. He's lost production, I think. It's looking pretty convincing right now for all this.
I mean, green is on 26 camels though, and those camels are upgraded, fully upgraded, +2/+2. So maybe.
Let's see, is ballistics or anything coming in for anyone? Not yet, by the look of it. There is a university down for red. Does he have ballistics? Oh, he does. He does have ballistics. I think. What is it? Imp? 72% up to imp.
Ooh.
For red, that's going to be a
huge power spike.
Yeah, green's going to have to. Well, green's going to want to jump on red before he gets his upgrades in. Once he.
If they want to clean it, they have to clean it now. I think that's the only.
Yep. Especially once they.
So blue's resources are really unbalanced. He's got over 1,200 food, but only 200 gold. Yeah, gonna need to really step up his game if he wants to win this.
I think that's the result of all the pressure. I mean, if I was green there, I saw that red had hit imp, I'd be jumping on this army straight away before the upgrades come in.
Exactly, and that looks like what green's gonna attempt right now. He's like, oh, we need to do this before he gets arbs in.
Yep.
Is it gonna be in time though? Because the arb upgrade is coming.
Yep, race is nearly in. Arbalest is nearly in.
Yeah, Arbalest is going to be in right now.
He does have a lot of camels, but...
It's going to be a bad fight. It's going to be a bad fight. He's not going to be able to clean that up, I think.
He's just going to micro that all day, isn't he?
Yeah. Faster firing rate, it is really, really strong. Even if they do manage to clean this up, it's going to be a good trade, I feel, for red and yellow. Yellow, who, by the way, now switched into full camels. It's... hard to understand why he ever went knights in the first place, if we're honest.
Definitely cleaned red up, though. Which may be really good for them actually, because it doesn't look like they've got a massive eco behind this red, and he's now lost all of his numbers. So even though he's got the upgrades, he now doesn't have any army to.
True. Also, blue about to click up to Imperial Age as well.
Although he does have good production, so yep.
And green is lacking the food, but has the gold. So we're looking to see. We're waiting now. Who's going to click up to Imp first?
Has blue got Castle Age buildings? I don't think he does. I think that's.
Oh, and also yellow also has a res to go up to Imp, but he's also choosing not to do it yet. Interesting.
So red's continuing to be aggressive here. I'm kind of surprised as yellow's out of position.
What is blue's plan here? I thought he would go up to Imp as fast as he could, but he's... Oh, I think he just clicked.
Yep.
Yeah. Might not be over yet for them. Though this is not a fight you want to be taking versus faster firing Orbalists.
Yeah, with Imp upgrades.
Pretty bad fight. And the green camels are better than the yellow camels.
Yeah, and roughly same numbers, so it's just so many blue bodies there for no red bodies. Just run back. Just run back, wait for your upgrades.
Exactly. Yellow streaming in the camels from his base.
I think you're completely right for in terms of with regard to towers. I think he would really benefit from some towers on this stone.
Exactly.
It would really secure the front of his base.
Should have made some towers at the start, I feel.
Yep, because his gold's just run out on the bottom by his TC.
Exactly.
Blue, so it's really going to be stressful.
If he had 3 keeps there, because he's going to be Imp very soon. If he had 3 keeps there, that would do massive damage to those Arbalists and enable him to safely take his gold, which he currently is not able to do. Looks like they're going in. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. They have no siege behind it.
Blue's not got any army. Blue's not got any army there, so.
True.
I really think this is.
Oh, that's a big mangonel shot, though.
Oh, nice. I think
the mangonel right away, though.
What time are you on? I think you're a little bit ahead.
I'm on 38, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Yeah. Just
okay.
Go 1 second.
Imagine if blue had had a couple of towers there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just would have held down that awkward.
That would have been so good.
Front gold, yeah.
Exactly.
Was he just forced off? No, because he had a back stone, so he could. Yeah.
In fact, blue is sitting on 289 stones, so he does have the stone to build at least 2 towers.
Yeah, and if you look
he is mining stone right now.
Village account's definitely better for the red and yellow, so.
Exactly. Now green, much like the start of the game, green again is biding his time. He's waiting for that Imp upgrade. He's about halfway through the Imp.
Yeah.
He's probably going to wait for that heavy camel upgrade. Probably going to wait for that power spike.
I think
But
really
the question is, do they have enough time?
Possibly. I don't know. I think holding back is probably a good idea, just because if he takes this fight, it's just. I mean, it's not going to be pretty either way, really, is it? He's looking to get those those lucky shots with those mangonels, isn't he?
Blue is courageously holding on, but I'm afraid that this is going to be the game.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they have enough mass to deal with this, and green is just waiting for that heavy camel upgrade, probably. Waiting to take a good fight, and blue is going to drop a castle in his base. I don't know if this is a good idea because yellow's on that. Yeah, no, he's gonna call it. That's a doubt castle. That is a doubt castle.
Well played.
GG.
I mean, that was a really good match. That it was
exactly
backwards and forwards, but I think those fast firing archers for the Ethiopian player. Once they won that engagement on the hill, just outside Red's base, cleared up the army that was there. Seemed to have a bit of a commanding lead, pushing blue off gold, didn't he?
Exactly. I think blue's biggest mistake, arguably, was misjudging the strength of that free armor upgrade.
Yeah.
In the end, though, it doesn't, as this game is illustrated, it really doesn't match up versus the 25% faster firing rate.
Yeah, I didn't think he had the numbers either.
No.
Or the I think he had the same upgrades actually at that time. But yeah, brilliant.
I actually had expected blue to go for a tower rush of sorts, but he didn't do that.
Yeah, that's the kind of go-to Korean thing. But maybe it's with the new, with the new archer armor, it's maybe not the go-to anymore.
No.
They're kind of maybe not.
Although, as this game has showed, it's even if you do have a free armor upgrade, it's still not a good trade versus a true archer civ. Let's put it like that. A top 3 archer civ like Ethiopians, arguably one of the best archer civs.
Yep.
It's still not going to be a good trade.
No.
And that is what this game has showed.
And yeah, villager numbers were much higher for red and yellow throughout that game. So, right, guys.
Exactly.
How do we go on to our next game?
Let's load up the next game, shall we?
Just look at the stats for 1 second. Almost red's score there. It was double the military score there. The kill, the mount kill.
As you can see, yeah, if you look at blue's KD, you can definitely see that red really dominated that 1v1 archer matchup there. That was not a good fight, even though green did have good camels and did get the better of the engagements he had with yellow, and took some pretty good engagements versus red, but of course he's not able to do this 1v2, and that was, I think, the biggest problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Another interesting stat though is the uptimes here. Red going up much faster than everyone else, and really using that technological advantage, really using that Arbalest upgrade to the fullest. I think they went up a bit too slow, especially blue. Blue was sitting on those resources for a while, but waited to go up. I think he should have probably gone up a little bit sooner, and then try and, I don't know, go maybe with onagers. Koreans get excellent siege. Maybe try that. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think maybe siege would have been quite a good call there. Yeah, Princess Yodit not even getting to imp there, despite the fact that he wasn't even attacked. I don't believe in his base anyway. But I mean, obviously producing those camels are a bit more expensive than producing archers on food.
Exactly.
Anyway, so. Right.
Exactly.
So we then go return to replays and load up game number 2.
Yes, let's do that.
Brilliant. So this will be.
I'll pause at the start.
Cool. I'm 3 seconds in on the start because I didn't quite get it right. So this will be blue and red's first pick, which will.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so looks like on the one side we have blue, Nobunaga, who's chosen for Byzantines, an interesting civ pick. Not makes sense for a hybrid map like this, using that Byzantine fire ship bonus probably. Red, his teammate Princess Yodit has gone for Berbers, so they've switched civs. I don't even know if that is allowed by the regulations of this tournament, but we're just gonna allow it. I don't think you're allowed to pick a civ twice, although I don't know if that counts to the entire team, or I don't know.
No, don't know.
We'll have the legal team go over it.
I'm sure
possibly
there's no
invalidate this
malice. Invalidate,
exactly.
Yeah. If they get the victory, if they get it.
If they do. Green has gone for a very strong hybrid civ with the Persians, and yellow has gone for the Mongols. Interesting pick on this map, I feel.
The Mongols.
Yeah, not really known for their water play, not really known for their hybrid prowess, so to say. So interesting civ pick.
Just for viewers' sake as well, the team's colors, are they different from last game? Is yellow and green are with each other this game, right?
I feel that I think that the colors are the same. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Are they not?
Is Princess Yodit red for you?
Yes.
And blue is Nobunaga.
Yes.
Oh, so Princess Yodit last game was green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way for us to change the colors?
No, that's fine. We'll just to tell viewers that the colors are different. So it is yellow and green teamed with each other, and red and blue teamed with each other. Okay. Cool.
Okay, that is that is awfully confusing.
Yeah, a little bit. But okay, so we've got the gold in the middle, and we've got docks. Do you favor putting a dock down here before a mill, or do you not usually dock on this map?
I feel that the play is to go for water.
Yeah.
That extra fishing ship income is always comes in handy.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what the Mongol player Yellow here is going to do, since I don't think if you get that faster hunting bonus, if it's worth it to go Ox, if you're not going to plan to go on water after. I don't know.
Possibly. Maybe he's just going to go for quick scouts. Maybe
Exactly.
quick scouts, but if you manage to go quick scouts and you get a dock down with some fish, you can really pump out those scouts. So we'll
exactly. The question is, can you do both though? And I don't know, because he would have to invest a lot of villager time into getting that wood. He would need to go to build a dock, to build a fishing ship. So
you do get a lot of food on this map. There's buffalo. There's a lot of buffalo that you get there as well. So you shall be
exactly. Blue already has his dock up, by the way.
Yep. So yeah, Blue's chosen to go for a dock. No one else appears to. No.
I'm gonna write down the names and the colors, because I'm kind of confused now. I actually kind of forgot who was in the
red and blue.
Who is who.
Red and blue lost last game. Yellow and green won last game.
Yeah.
So
they basically just switched colors, did they?
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Also within the teams, oh my god, this is super confusing. I hope the viewers understand. Just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the game. That's all you need to know. It's yellow and green versus blue and red. That's all you need to know.
It's the traditional, not Halo colors.
Exactly.
So we've got Yellow staying with, is that 8 on food under his TC, and he's also got maybe 12, 13 villagers. Oh, he's just housed himself. Yeah, so it does look like he's going to go onto water, I think.
Interestingly, he hasn't clicked up yet, even though he has the food to go up. Oh, he needs a mill, probably. That's why.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, so he forgot to send Vils to his mill, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a messy build for someone who is probably better off going really fast scouts. He's lost a lot of valuable time there. It's only gonna be able to click up just now. So after creating that villager, could have been better.
Yeah.
Could have been better.
You'd have thought maybe he was gonna go with the amount he's got on wood. He's got 11 on wood. You'd have thought maybe he was gonna go for a dock and go for because he is going to gold. Oh no, he's dropping a barracks now. I don't know what he's doing.
Dropping a barracks. I'm probably going to drop a stable then.
He's going to go archers with Mongols, presumably.
Yeah. Also, in the meantime, Blue is starting to boom on water. Already has 3 fishing ships out. The only player that's gone for water currently. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. I thought the meta used to be that you go for water because it's extra income, and then you go to feudal a little bit slower, but with better eco. Apparently not. That's not what these players are trying to do. Yep. Also in Red's base, green is going to try and snap that bill. Is not going to do it. Okay, he's not going to commit to it, even though he was in feudal age. Could have probably gotten that red bill if he wanted to.
Oh yeah, sorry, I've just caught up to where you are. I'm looking around. I was looking at Blue's base. I was looking at Red's base. Just disaster.
Blue is already on 4 fishing ships. Blue's gonna go build a barracks just now. Had not built a military building yet. Whereas Yellow is going forward with a villager, 2 villagers actually. You can see that, and he's dropping a forward archery range. He is going with what you predicted he would go with.
Super aggressive there then, and Green's going to be going presumably, for stable, and he's going to be going for knights. So not knights, beg your pardon, scouts.
Yeah, he's queuing up a couple of scouts here.
So we've got Red's. What's Red going for? He's got archery range. No, he's got stable. Sorry, he's got stable down. Makes a lot of sense because he's Berbers. And Kotyan is housed again.
Blue, is Blue gonna notice that Yellow's gonna go? What is Blue gonna do? Is he gonna go with the cheap scrums, or is he gonna make archers himself? Though that's the question here. He's going for scrums. Yeah, he's going for scrums. He's expecting the archer play.
I think.
Though he hasn't scouted Yellow's archery ranges, he just expects it. It's interesting.
In a team game, I think I prefer going archers because obviously you can attack the scouts, whereas skirmishers have little to no damage against them. So
Exactly.
I don't know
exactly.
I don't know if I like that, especially with just one archery range. You know, it seems very greedy. Let's see if it pays off. Maybe it will.
Exactly. Although blue now has queued up 8 villagers on gold, so maybe he is going to go archers anyways. Although, yeah, he's dropping a second archery range. He's also dropping a blacksmith. Interestingly, yellow is dropping a third archery range. Is he going to go all in feudal age? Is this what this is?
Possibly.
That's interesting.
That's a
Is he
lot of
going to try and
archery ranges.
overwhelm blue with archer numbers?
I mean, yep, they are in.
They are in. Blue's going to lose his first fill there.
Yeah,
Blue's
Red's
wood
got
lines
some
are, by the
scouts.
way, wide open.
Yep, Red's got some scouts attacking green there, but it's being off wood there's pretty harsh.
Exactly.
Those skirmishes paying off. Yeah, able to push back those archers, although there's still that wood line exposed as well.
Cheaper Byzantine scrims are do come in handy, although blue has a couple of villagers idle. He's gonna lose some villagers on his wood.
Yeah,
it's not good for him.
It's nasty. That's
meanwhile
nasty.
at green's base, green is also gonna lose a villager to red scouts. If you look at green's base, green's wood line below. Basically the teams are hard to say which team is winning currently.
I would say
yellow is definitely winning against blue, but then red is also winning against green, so hard to call this.
It's good that red has been able to do some damage to blue there.
Exactly, and it looks like red is going to go for yellow now, and that could be a big problem for yellow since yellow's gold. Yes, yellow's gold. Yellow. Oh, he did spot the scouts.
Yep.
Unfortunately, red is not going for the good pickoffs. He wants to go to the mill, whereas the wood lines are wide open. He could have definitely sniped a villager there.
Yep. Blue's pushing back yellow's archers there, but he's still off both lumber camps, so he's had to make another one in the south. Yellow off.
God, blue has that fishing income though. Only player in this game who's got fishing income.
Yeah, I think it must have helped him massively in terms of not having to have any, not having to put wood into farms. Though he's really struggling to deal with the numbers from yellow.
Exactly. And normally I would have said he should have gone even more fishing ships onto water, but it's hard for him to do that. Of course, if he's making skirms out of 2 archery ranges, it's hard to keep up that wood.
Yeah, the skirms that blue's making, unfortunately, as well, is he's not got the armor on them. So even though they do fare better than they would, they're not doing that great.
Exactly. Also, yellow with the forward villager running inside blue's base and running back out again. I don't know what that was. Is that a misclick? Was that
I think it's probably a misclick.
Adventure.
Oh, it's doing some nice damage here on the wood line yellow.
Ooh, that's going to be a couple of bills if he plays this right. One.
This is even with red running around in space as well, so that's...
Yeah. Red unable to really do much damage. I think red kind of wasted his scouts on yellow. Was not able to pick off a villager. Just ran around, waited in his base, waited for something to happen. That didn't happen.
I think
he sent the spearman.
Maybe just trying to distract yellow from blue's base, but it didn't seem to have worked too well.
He could probably send his scouts back to green because green does have some vulnerable spots that red would be able to pick off.
Yep, definitely. They're still full. Oh, he nearly got in there. Well, it was really well done by yellow there, blocking those scouts and the spears in there with them.
I gotta get hit on the scouts, and
he's going over to green by the look of it.
Yeah, looks like it.
Was really well played by yellow there. That was clutch.
Green does have a spear waiting for red, and red shows up.
What time are you on, by the way?
I'm on 2008, 2009, 2010.
Oh, cool.
Right.
20. Oh no, sorry, I was right. I'm just gonna pause it for a second.
Red almost up to castle age.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting.
You on 2035?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
sick. That's good.
Red, the only player being close to Castle Age, is gonna reach Castle Age just now. Interesting to see what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna go.
Oh, I should have gone for Bloodlines earlier. That would have really helped.
Exactly. He is
now-
gonna pick off a Greenville.
Yep.
Yeah, he is gonna pick off a
maybe two?
Greenville, maybe even 2. That is a good trade for him.
Oh, he's got forging on them on his knight on the scouts. That's
Yeah.
nice.
The scouts are still alive, by the way. They're gonna pick off a 3rd Ville.
Yeah. So the difference is green's on 35 vills, which is he's lost. Well, he's down loads of vills, isn't he? He's down maybe 6 vills compared to Saladin, his teammate. Red's doing nicely on 38, but he's also had the Castle Age, so yeah.
It must be said though, for someone who went this aggressive, yellow.
Yep.
With 3 forward archery ranges, he has the highest number of villagers in the game, so he's also been able to boom really well.
Yeah, I would really like to see Blue with some archer armor on his skirms, because he's got quite a good force there, but really needs that extra armor so he just doesn't take any damage from those archers.
Exactly.
Those
Although
housed.
yellow's archers also lack armor.
Yeah, you'd expect that until you're going up though with archers, right?
Exactly.
So it's going. It's getting. There you go.
So red
Yep,
already
just got it now.
producing. It's sending him over to blue to help. We're gonna try and clean up yellow's army. I don't know what the play is here.
Yep,
I
I
think,
think so.
yellow is a threat right now.
No, I think
Red is going back. I think red is. Yellow is going back to his base. Probably gonna wait for that crossbow upgrade to kick in.
Yep.
Not lose his numbers right now.
I don't like these forward buildings now from yellow. I think that was too aggressive because he's now been pushed back to his base. His reinforcements can't come from his base, and this might really get punished with the 5 knights that are there and the skirmishers.
Exactly.
Let's see how this goes, because this nice house wall there. This could be ugly, but I think they should have gone in around the top there, but they might not know.
So red scouts are still alive. He's gotten amazing value out of those scouts.
Oh, they shouldn't have split up. If they could have stayed there together, I think.
He's prioritizing the Vilpix instead of the archers.
Yep.
Under TC though, it's not a good idea.
Yep. I think if you move those, oh, there he goes. Move those skirms up to the gold. You can. There are enough archers in there to take down some vills.
Exactly.
Blue is going for another TC. He's going for 2 TCs. Sorry, three TCs. Sorry, green is going for 3 TCs. Which is quite a greedy approach.
Yeah, green is gonna have to be very careful not to leave yellow to die. Yellow is 1v2 right now, and although he does have X-boats, he is facing
those
blue
skirms.
skirms. So it's still not gonna be a good trade for him.
They do now have the armor as well, which is nice. Good to see. Elite skirm coming in for blue. That'll give him a massive power upgrade in a second.
Where is green? Okay, green slowly trickling in some knights. Persian knights are pretty good. They do have a bonus versus archers, and unfortunately blue is not making any archers. Although, of course, knights are always very good versus skirms in any case.
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, blue is taking the middle now, taking the middle gold.
Red's got a big force of knights going down to green space. And blue's
also at the bottom of yellow's base, red is trying to trade versus green. He's gonna stall green a little bit, gonna go back and fall back, gonna distract him while he's gonna hit the south of green's base.
Could do some serious
Question is
damage.
though, what is he able to do though? Because green does have 3 TCs. It does look like
True.
What could he do there realistically?
If he manages to get into those wood lines quite a lot, but yeah, I think you're right. We'll see. He might just bring them forward and hit yellow from behind, join up with his other knights, which are now fighting all together. Oh, don't stand
Also,
there.
blue needs to be very careful now. He still has his army at yellow's base, but he's fighting alone now, and green is massing up some knights there. Oh, no, he's actually pulling back his knights to deal with red.
Yep, can you see in the middle? Blue's played for the middle. He's dropping a castle and a TC. I mean, you could have just dropped, in my opinion, you could have dropped the castle or just a TC, but it's just for the protection for the bills. And then red's got a load more knights by his base.
By the way, yellow streaming in a large ball of expos into blue space. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Blue's space is wide open. He only has 1 TC in his entire base.
He's just gonna relocate all of his villas to the middle, isn't he?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I think he's almost full
abandon. Yeah, he's pulling
abandon.
out all his build.
Full abandon.
Full abandon, going right into the middle. Is he gonna go with the play for markets? Is he gonna try and buy his way out of this?
Yeah, red could really hit yellow right now, I feel, just to help out his teammate, because look at that, there's 22 vills just sat idle there. It's quite painful.
It's bad. It's bad. Meanwhile, meanwhile, green and red are still fighting it out. Red, even though he went in and did a lot of damage, I mean, in the sense that he stalled a lot of, he wasted a lot of green's time. He still has retained basically all of his knights that he used to go in with. So he was very careful there.
Yeah, just kept the knight numbers up.
Yeah.
Oh, and red, he's taking the engagement.
An engagement versus yellow in blue space.
He's got +2, which is, I mean, that's a really nice cleanup from red.
Pincer move. And, Blue's coming in with the skirms. This is gonna be
yeah.
This is a total cleanup.
That was nice. Now, if they hit yellow, I think really.
Green is moving to the middle, and I think he's gonna discover.
Yep.
He now knows
there's a castle
that
there.
in the middle. Exactly.
So we got Vil numbers. Green's lagging behind by 10, and blue. Excuse me. Red and yellow are definitely above. I mean, red's doing really well. He's going to be able to help out his teammate who was struggling quite a bit to start the game, earlier on. I don't know. There's
outside of
3
yellow's
archery
base,
ranges.
By the way, red and blue are are coordinating an attack. Green's knights are standing right by.
Yeah, there's 2 mangonels. You don't want to be.
I mean, his knights are going to take a lot of damage trying to take out those mangonels, though.
Yeah,
still probably worth it.
I would like to see blue change to that.
And there's the GG. There's the GG.
Wow! I guess red's got a massive score difference there. That's kind of surprising. I feel like that was a little early. Don't know.
It was a little early, but then at the same time, yellow had lost all his army. So if you remember, a couple of minutes ago, yellow's large ball of crossbows got cleaned up by blue skirms and red knights.
Yeah.
I feel that after that, he wasn't able to reproduce his army, and I think he just knew that, you know, green having a smaller mass of knights there. Yeah. Red, leaving green to deal with that all alone was probably not gonna.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's quite convincing. Can't split them up. Quite convincing.
Although, you know, one can wonder if yellow was really unable to come back, since he was sitting on 600 food and 1,400 gold almost. So he was definitely able to do something, but maybe he should have, if he was going to GG anyways, he might as well have bought a castle and dropped a panic castle to defend his base and maybe take some pressure off of him.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I really think those three forward archery ranges was too aggressive. Because
he didn't produce out of them continuously the entire time.
Yeah, I think he was worried that his reinforcements would sort of get pincered by kind of any sort of in between army, because blue had come forwards with the skirms by that point, hadn't he? And kind of those archery ranges were stuck out by themselves away from his base.
Exactly.
All right.
So all in all, it was a good game. I think that's 2-0.
No, one apiece.
It's 1-1.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So Nobunaga and who was Korean's last game, and Princess Yodit.
Just for the viewers, I think that red was green last game, was the Indian player last game.
Yep.
And then blue
was blue.
Blue.
Yep. And
Still
then
blue.
and then yellow was green.
Yes.
Oh no, yellow was red.
Yes.
And green was yellow.
Yellow was red.
Kotyan
let's,
Khan was Berber's last game, and then Saladin
I've
was...
written down the names and the colors though, so I'm really
Yeah.
interested to see in this third game,
What
in
colours
this
they go
final
for?
game. Yeah.
Let's see a pink. I want to see pink and grey.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So let's load up that third game.
Let's look at the stats first, though.
Oh, I've skipped through it. My apologies.
Okay. Well, interesting stats. Regardless, Red, Princess Yodit, who was playing with the Knights the entire game, he got a really good KD. Got 32 kills and only 12 losses, so
Yep.
he really was the MVP in that game.
Yep. And he had much better economy, didn't he? A lot more vills.
Exactly. He outboomed everyone in terms of food and gold, so he really had a fantastic game playing with the Berbers. However, you're only allowed to pick the one civ for only you're only allowed to pick a civ once. So let's see what he's able to do with maybe a
admin loss.
Yeah.
Get motions on the blower. Despicable behavior. Should we load up? Should we load up our next game? Our last game?
Yes.
The third in the best of 5, as you said.
Exactly. I am just scrolling through folder here. Okay, and I am loading it.
Cool. Just whilst you're loading, I'll just go through the civs. So we've got the colours have changed back to the first game.
I'm at 0-3 paused.
0-1. So let me just. Yep. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, cool. So we've got red and yellow, who red and yellow in the first game. So we're back to those colours again. Yellow's Franks, and we've got red. Red is Khmer. Oh, Saladin's Khmer. That's going to be a really strong combo there. Although 2 Knight Civs, one might argue, because they don't get Thumb Ring, Khmer. And then blue we got as Cumans, so possibly going for the double TC on arena approach, and Mayans from Princess Yodit in the green corner.
Yes. So I think for our viewers, you should probably go back to the first game and look at the colors, and then go back to this game, because compared to last game, yellow is now red, green is now yellow, red is now green, and blue is blue.
It's just a giant mess.
I think for some bizarre reason, blue is the only one who's kept his color the entire time.
The entire time. Good on you, blue. Nobunaga.
Good for you, blue.
You get us. You get our thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this this blue character here. He's really
really brings it out for the casters,
Exactly. The one player able to retain his color.
Yeah, brilliant. So I mean, obviously we had a at the start of the very first game, if we can cast viewers' minds back to that. And Nobunaga had a very kind of rough start. I think because of the restart, his vills were everywhere. So this is looking a bit more clean, a bit more collected than that was. So hopefully we've got a good game on our hands.
So going over the civs, you've mentioned blue's civ, right? Blue being Cumans.
Yep, Cumans and Mayans for green. Yeah,
exactly. A very typical arena combo, I would say.
Yep. Yeah, nice.
Mayans going into the fast castle, the plumes. It's a very typical combo, and then of course the Cumans with the big boom and feudal, and then straight into streaming in those knights. And on the other side, red going with Khmer. This is also a very typical arena civ. Khmer being one of the best booming civs in the game currently, and they're the current meta. Yellow, of course, with Franks, a maybe used to be more powerful, I would say, civ.
Yep. Yeah, I say they've sort of stayed strong throughout all of the things, but definitely aren't the strongest of all the civs. Interesting choice with Khmer and Franks. We'll see what the combination is. Maybe they're going to go for full Scorps. You never know.
Corpse would be good.
Yep.
Corpse would be good here versus the Mayans. That would kill pretty much anything the Mayan would make, except if the Mayan player would also go onagers, because the Scorps really shred eagles. They shred those plumes. Would be very good. Very costly though. Costly composition to go into late game.
Yep. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I wouldn't imagine you'd want to leave the Khmer player to boom, too much, which, considering blue is humans, they're presumably not going to be putting on much pressure early on.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That's
Probably
something
not
that
going to
could
go
be
aggressive.
really,
I think the question here is who can boom the best. Is it going to be the Cumin or is it going to be the Khmer? Both excellent booming civs.
Yep. Yeah. I love the going for early lots of villages and then into 2 TCs, obviously 3 TCs, and then going like fast imp with a castle drop is a really nice combo on Arena. So yeah.
Focusing on the other side now, green being Mayans and yellow being Franks. I don't really know what Mayans can do in this situation. Frank Knights are pretty strong. The only counter is Halberdiers, but going straight into trash.
I think if you hope for numbers, because they do have the cheaper archery ranges, so you can slap down. You can slap down. Well, presumably they're going to drop TCs to start off with, but then you slap down 5 or 6 archery ranges and pump out those archers. But we'll. Oh, are we missing? Oh no, I thought blue was going to have a bit of a mare with this deer, but nothing too bad. I don't know why he's not got any vills on berries, however.
Blue?
Oh, because he's going for, of course he is. Duh, that's because he's Cumans and he's going for quick feudal. And then he's going to send some extra vills to wood and plant another TC. Yep. So, good at 21 pop there. You might have been able to squeeze a 20 pop just a little bit quicker.
Exactly, and
no! Oh, I thought he just deleted his outside walls. I thought blue had just deleted his outside walls.
No, he did not. Oh, I thought so too, actually.
Oh, that was so
I thought he deleted his outside gates. I was like, no, don't do it. Humans don't get stoned, so that would mean green would have to walk over and wall them. Although, green does have the cheaper stone walls, so that wouldn't be too bad, but still.
Yeah, interesting that no one else has opened up the walls, and that would have my heart skipped a beat there. I'm sorry, viewers. If that caused any undue anxiety to anyone, I terribly apologize.
Exactly, and it might seem a bit obscure why we're arguing over 20 instead of 21 vills, but it seems like Blue's advantage really is his ability to boom in feudal and have a really strong castle age. I feel like if this is going late game, red and yellow probably have better civs here.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, I do like kip checks with some units in front of them. However, I don't like them against cavalry civs. Yeah, cavalry civs and siege, which it will.
Even if blue would go halberdier and kip check.
Yeah.
Halberdiers as a sort of meat shield, then still if red would go mass ballista elephants or mass heavy scorpions, that would still shred everything he has. So
yeah, I think we'll see. I mean, they may be able to put some pressure on red and kind of force him into force him off that big boom that he might get.
Interestingly, though, if you go to green's base, so green is going on stone, which makes perfect sense. He is Mayan, so dropping a castle is the meta. However, interestingly, yellow has also gone on stone, so maybe yellow is going to use those cheap Frankish castles and drop a castle on green.
Yeah, I would love to see a good castle drop. It's one of my favorite things on Arena. It's definitely looks like they've each gone at different times up to castle. So looks like
That is going to be there first.
Yep, red's going to be there.
That is almost there.
Much faster because of the Khmer bonus, which is just so good.
It is. It's basically playing the game on easy. Let's be honest here. It's playing the game on easy.
And he's gone straight away with a TZ, so he is going to go indeed for the booming.
Yeah.
Interestingly,
yellow is going to do.
Interestingly, sorry for red, he's put his TC on stone. Oh, maybe because he's also got one on gold and wood. Lovely. Yellow.
Actually, to correct you, he's not put his TC on stone. He's put his TC on nothing, really. He's put his TC close to stone, which is not ideal. I don't know why he's
I think he wants to
positioned his
gap.
TC like that.
It's because the top 2 tiles on the TC, you can't walk it under them, so he just wants that extra gap.
That makes sense.
I think.
That makes sense.
So
So yellow already has 622 stone, so is able to drop 1.5 Frankish castles here.
Yep.
Is he gonna drop? Is he gonna do it? Is he
Oh.
gonna try and do it while
You
yellow's
paid
gonna go for the boom?
76 stone to Princess Yodit. Huh.
Interesting.
So someone just sent a stone to.
Yeah, so send stone to the Mayan player, and effectively, yes, Princess Yodit, so green, is on, already has 693 stones, so is able to drop a castle as well, and looks
Straight
like
away.
yellow just pulled his villagers off of stone.
Yep.
Looks like, yeah, he is sending 7 villagers forward. Gonna go with the forward castle, no, 6 villagers.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be that great if Princess
No.
Yodit drops this castle kind of secured in his base somewhere. We'll see. But it looks like, yep, right in the middle of at the front of his base.
I think since green's scout, Princess Yodit's scout is dead, I think that is what yellow and yellow. That's very interesting. Blue was running his scout past yellow villagers, and yellow tried to pull his villagers back to prevent blue from seeing him going with the forward, but he did spot it, and green's already building a castle, defensive castle, so that castle from yellow, I don't think it's going to accomplish all that much. Also, since green is already walling inside his base.
Yep. He's built his houses nicely there, hasn't he? So that's I think that'll be really.
I don't think that's going to be a good play here. I think yellow lost a lot of build time doing this, and
and because he's put the castle down, but it's in view of the gate, which have a larger line of sight, so he can see where the castle is anyway. Obviously, he knew it was coming, but he just needs to finish that wall off.
Just another thing to keep in mind, but yellow, so the player dropping the castle, the Frankish player dropping the castle, is on 29 vills, whereas green is already on 32 vills. So green is also out booming him. So and green, by the way, is already on 1,000 food and 600 gold. Looks like green might be able to go fast in.
So Nobunaga's with his now massive. How many farms is that? With his 31 farms, is just sending him food, and he's already clicked. Has he? I know he hasn't just. Has he clicked? Yep. There we go.
So this is the play. So this is the play, ladies and gentlemen. Blue going with the sling for green. Green already going up to imp. Gonna trap down that yellow castle.
Yeah, that's brilliant play there from green and blue. I think that's a great strat. I do want to see the wall finished on the right hand side from Yodit there though. Yeah. So archers for Princess Yodit as the crossbow and fletching comes in.
However, yellow doesn't really pose any danger to green because yellow is yet to make a single knight. So
I think you'd usually expect. Oh, so he's going on stone again. So presumably the second cash will drop and sort of push into his base. Yeah, taking advantage of the forward stone from Princess Yodit there, but.
What's the play here, though? I do wonder what is the play here because blue has still not gone up to castle age. Blue still looks like he's slinging green.
Yeah,
green's already close to imp. So what's the play here? I wonder.
Yeah, I think he should have stopped and then clicked up to castle himself.
Probably.
Yeah. So villager count, we've got blues. Oh, blue's got 64 villagers and yellow's got 38. That's crazy, but he's only 4 ahead now of the red player, who's dropping a 4th town center. So blue's
I feel like red is gonna overtake blue very quickly.
Yeah.
Blue doesn't
blue
go
needs to go up.
fast.
Yep, I agree. I think
blue's waiting too long. I think blue's gonna waste their advantage.
Yeah, and then you just can't allow a Khmer player to keep booming. He's finishing the wall though, so. Nothing's going to be coming in from yellow though, so maybe it was just a fake out. But
also interestingly, green instead of holding off researching obsidian arrows is researching it first and then only then building a treb. I think this is going to be bad for yellow if because It looks like green's already on around 10 crossbows,
Yep.
soon to be arbalest with obsidian arrows. He's gonna bust right into yellow's base. Yellow has nothing to defend from that, by the way. Yellow has no military of any form. The only thing he has is a siege workshop and a castle. Both are about to be trapped down.
Yeah.
This is not gonna be good.
I think as well. I mean, Red's not got anything to defend right now as well. So I mean, I think Blue should have just needs to go up to castle and oh, hang on.
Why is blue still not going up?
Still
though?
in feudal. He needs to stop sending gold, I think.
He's still slinging.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the strategy, I assume the strategy is green going in with fully upgraded arbs with obsidian arrows.
Yep.
Wreck yellow's base. I assume that's the play.
Yep. Yeah, that looks like it. Just send him all of the res.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think blue.
It's also quite
has the
risky
economy.
for green not to go with the treb right away to treb down yellow's castle because he doesn't really know how close yellow is to imp. Now, luckily for him though, yellow is still pretty far from imp.
Yep.
Actually, yellow.
This could
really
be
didn't do
devastating.
that well.
This could be
Yeah.
devastating. That's 23, 20. He's
Oh.
going to have a lot of
Looks
archers.
like green is green going for yellow
Yeah.
or for red.
Yeah. I don't know. He was making his mind up there, but I think he was
Should
just
probably go for
staying
red
around.
actually. That was
I think
pretty weak
either.
there.
I think either. I mean, he hits yellow. There's nothing to defend yellow's base whatsoever. Is he dropping?
Yeah,
his castle?
he's got 3 scorpions.
He's dropping a
but they're
castle
way
in
out
his
of
base.
position.
No, he's gonna have to send every vill to get that up.
Ooh.
I'd have hit the, well, maybe hit the gate there rather than the wall, but he's never getting those up.
Double
He
cast.
should send more. He
Oh
needs
my
to send
God.
way more. He needs to have sent
Oh.
way more to
Is this gonna be a double doubt?
double doubt.
Is this gonna be a double doubt?
It's certainly one doubt. Absolutely one doubt.
Ooh, this is not gonna be pretty. This is not gonna be pretty.
Oh.
Is he actually gonna? He's
my
going for the
gosh.
disrespect. He's gonna try and. Now, luckily though, for yellow, I don't
Oh my
think
God,
green
look
would
at those
expect him to
obelisks,
drop a
eat
double
that.
castle. So he's
Look
not
at
gonna
those
see the second
obelisks. They just ate that castle.
castle. No.
That was so painful. Needed to
As
delete
I was
it.
saying though, I don't think green was expecting yellow to drop a double castle, which was very unconventional. So he's
Yep.
not gonna see that second castle.
The
So
scorpions.
that's-
The scorpions. Oh, the scorpions. Oh.
even if the scorpions hit them though, I mean it's still just only castle age scorpions versus arbalest. It's not gonna be great.
I
They're
don't
gonna
know.
lose a lot of HP, but still.
I mean, he's not done enough, has he? Really?
No.
He's still
He's gonna
got.
eat that TC.
Yep.
He's gonna eat that TC.
Yeah, that TC's.
Meanwhile, red is going with
Dude,
4 siege
you outranged
workshops.
you outranged the TC. Stop walking into it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, red's going. Yep. That's
Green
not
definitely
working.
could have handled that better.
Yeah. I'd like to see green chuck down a couple of TCs now because I feel like he's done damage. He could really
And
catch
you
up on
should
the build number.
probably try and kill that yellow castle though, because I don't know why he's not done that yet. He should probably do that.
Red's now got 20 villagers more than blue as well, so it's really not looking great. He's only just now on the way up to 80% up to castle age.
Yeah.
I think green should have kept pursuing that. Maybe try to see if he could. Did he spot?
Red is spamming Scorps out of 5 siege workshops though, so that's gonna be bad.
Yeah. So we were right on the kind of
Yeah.
knights and then scorps.
Yeah. I feel like, and this is my judgment, Foster, but I feel like green kind of wasted an opportunity to deal damage. Although he is going to red now. I think he's going to red now.
This could be good as well. There's not much stopping.
Could be good, but if
green.
those scorpions, those Khmer scorpions pull back.
Yeah. I don't know. Do
Problem
you think the whole slinging has worked out for them? I think it was good to,
No,
to get up to him, but
I think that green did not do enough damage to justify the sling.
yeah,
That's what I think.
yeah. I think that makes sense.
Sure, yellow is not doing well, but yellow already wasn't doing well before green attacked him anyways. So yellow was already, not really boomed that well, and giving red the free pass to boom, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's blue's just throwing pikemen in there. I don't know. They need to stop this scorpion number from getting too high because
Exactly.
if it does, it's just gonna completely.
Meanwhile, red already defending his base with scorpions as well. Question is, when is red gonna get the heavy scorp tech in? He needs it to kill those arbs.
Yep. Yeah. Look at that TC melt. Oh, it's beautiful. Although he does need to kill that Scorpion, please. Oh.
Red, by the way, with siege rams into Blue's base. Blue
Oh.
losing a lot. Losing
Yep.
a lot of houses though only.
Yeah, those villas escaped, but there's nothing to defend there. I don't know. I think Red needs to send some Scorps.
Exactly.
He's gonna lose his entire
He should
base.
send all of his corpse back, to be honest.
Okay.
Clean that up, and then
He's got 100. He had about 130 vills. He's down to 120. See how this goes.
Yeah.
Blue's dropping
yeah.
a castle. He's got a mangonel to defend. I quite like the mangonel. I think it's a good call. Oh, there's so many Scorps. 14.
so many siege rams also.
Oh,
One
so much going on.
Castle Age Mangonel is probably not going to do too much.
Yeah.
Two, though. By now, but still.
I think green needs to. Well, that castle looks like it's going up though. So that's that.
Green losing all his numbers, by the way. Red whittling down those numbers with Scorpions. I feel that Green's lost. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do that much damage. He's now 116 vills on red.
He did kill a TC, but red is still on 116 vills. Okay, gonna go some good snaps here. But red, by the way, already Scorpions with chemistry. It looks like really shredding those shredding those green arbalests.
Shredding those arbalests.
Shredding them, yes. Hey, you pronounce it, yeah.
So green now is 20 vills behind yellow. So he did destroy the TC, but did it do that much?
No.
No.
And yellow was really good in catching up to green, actually.
Yep. Yeah. I think.
I think yellow at one
drop.
point after green raided him, I think yellow only had around 40 villagers and is now already up to 74. So
I think
really
green really needed to drop more TCs there, but he also wanted to continue the aggression, so I can see why he did.
Blue defending really well though against that red push.
Yep. Green's gonna go push yellow again now with 30 arbs. See, Nobunaga's chucking him a lot of wood. Oh look, they're defending nice. Yeah, Blue's defending that really nicely.
Yeah. Did not expect that, to be honest. Red had 5 siege rams, a ton of Scorpions, and Blue basically only had a castle and some Castle Age mangonels. It's kind of insane he was able to hold that.
Cool. So green
He's
pushing
gonna take
it now.
another Scorpion.
I think if green sees that TC on the right, that could really even out the numbers there, because there's 13 vills they could take care of.
Exactly. I don't think yellow is going to go for the right option here. Yellow is massing Cavalier. I don't think that's the play here. I think the play is to go for Onager and then hope for the best.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think... oh man, this is so brutal.
He's got a double stable, and although Frankish stables do work faster, I don't think that trying to mass some Cavaliers right now is a good option.
Yeah, Red's going to have to bail out. Or is he either going to continue the attack or bail out yellow?
Red does have heavy Scorp right now.
There's nowhere to hide.
Blue is building a second castle.
There's nowhere to hide against those arbs. Yeah. And he's just not going to have the food eco. If he just takes out the farms, it's just not going to have anyone
Yellow repairing that castle, and yellow's still trying to mass Cavaliers. I really don't think that's a good option. I think you would need a lot of Cavaliers to be able to clean up that big of a ball of archers.
Yeah, that's...
Green also destroying yellow's stables now. I don't think that's the play. I don't think that's the play.
Blue's got a second... Blue's got a second castle up. That's just going to eat those Scorpions. Oh, the pain.
Oh no, what a throw by... Oh, what a throw by Red. He's throwing away all the Scorpions.
What do you do if you're red now? Go straight for green.
Yeah. Should have.
Still even, I'm not sure I could push through there. Oh, he's got siege ramps. That should push through.
Yeah, well, Blue's only castle age, so basically what he should have done is drop his castle there, which he did, and start trebbing, and then just basically enjoy the fact that Blue's not really able to do much versus a castle. Because he's only got Kippact, he might have some castle age rams, but they're not very strong.
Yeah, I guess you can't push with maybe the Scorps, but you could push with Trebs.
Oh, yellow's going for it. Yellow's base. Yellow's going for it. He's exactly just like I predicted. That is not the play. That is not the play. Not enough numbers. Not even close.
And they're really good. Really good. Obviously, you've got the damage from from the Arbalest on the buildings, but also having 2 trebs there is just a really solid push so far by Green. I'd still like to see more TCs get that Vil number up. He's only on 55 Vils. He's all in.
Meanwhile, Red, kind of stubborn, still trying to kill Blue.
Oh, Green! Oh!
Should've gone better.
He's gone into... Red's gone into Yellow's...
Red is providing Scorpions. Oh, is Red going to clean this up in Yellow's base? The heavy Scorpions with the extra range?
What time are you on?
I'm on 39:45.
Okay, 10 seconds ahead.
Yellow is being aided by Red. Red sent over 8 heavy Scorpions and a siege ram. I think 8 heavy Scorpions, Khmer heavy Scorpions, could potentially clean all those Arbalests up.
That's a lot of Arbalests.
He played it well.
Well,
if he positions that siege ram right in front of those
Look at Yellow's base though. Look at Yellow's base. I mean, that's... Oh, Red, come on, you need those Scorpions there. Ouch. Okay, Yellow's out of this game, I think. You know...
Although Yellow still has 57 bills compared to
be fair,
Green's
yep.
55 bills.
So
basically,
he's not making
Yellow's
any
not
more
even
bills.
that bad.
Yeah.
Although Green is mixing in Eagles now.
There's a good push that's come into Blue's base as well. Look at that. And you know, Blue's the one with the high villager number, so it looks like he's going to lose, if not all, a significant number of these villages.
Blue's making a run for it.
Yeah,
in the back
Green's
he's making a run
not
for
got
it.
the villages.
He's going to go over to Green's base.
Yep, and Green just doesn't have the villages. You know, I think he needed to add those extra TCs. Red
and Yellow, like a complete cockroach, still holding on. Yeah, Yellow, even though he's being pushed for this hard, Yellow is still on around 50 bills.
Yeah, I think
they're going down now.
I think Yellow's gonna
lose a lot of villagers now, though. But still,
severely dead. But at the same time, yep.
Blue as well.
Red's coming out, and he's just going straight to Green. And
is Red gonna spot that? The Great Migration there? Is Red gonna see that?
Yep, he has. He's just shot it with the Scorpions. Well, I mean, what does Green do now? Like, he can't fight that amount of Scorpions, and
no.
There's a lot of siege as well. A lot of siege rams. It's just gonna be ugly.
Even though it's really ugly for Yellow as well. The only villagers Yellow has. Yellow is actually relocated over to Red's base. Does have
it's a
13 or so villagers in the back of his base waiting to get slaughtered by Green's Arbalests.
I don't know. I mean, even though Yellow's just been completely cleared out, I just think that Green's not going to be able to defend from this push. That's such a deadly push. Maybe if they can kill the rams with the villages and kill the Scorpions with the castle.
Not even. Also, Green is throwing away villagers, but let's not forget that Green was never on more than 55 villagers, so he's just losing villagers now, and he already has a very limited eco.
He's got 2,800 food. He's obviously been so focused on the front that he's just completely not been able to do more than one thing.
I understand the switch into Eagles, but he does not have the eco to go into Eagles. Eagles, you need a lot of eco to be able to go spam large enough numbers of Eagles.
More than 3 on gold. Definitely more than 3 on gold. I think this has been a great game to watch, though. This has been a really great game to watch.
Exactly.
Blue's still being pushed in here.
Green's going to take the engagement versus the Scorpions, but it's a slaughterhouse. It's a slaughterhouse.
Oh no!
That is such a bad engagement.
Oh, so many dead Arbalest. Red's being scout
Yellow,
raided. Blue's being scout raided, sorry.
Yeah, Yellow booming back up, by the way. Still not dead.
Yep.
Even though, and he's even contributing now. He's sending over
helps.
bombardiers. Not sure what that's gonna do here, but still though, provide some cannon fodder probably.
That's such a well-played game from every player here, but the scout raids are gonna end Blue's career, and it's looking pretty convincing by Red here.
Exactly.
So that's it. What you do in a team game, let your teammate die while you boot. There you go.
Exactly.
I'm only joking.
I mean that seemed to be the dominant strategy to put it in terms of game theory. Both teams went for that same strat, not really helping your teammate, but just allowing him to die. and then trying to push the other. So that was that was the strategy they went with.
I really liked the sling by Blue. I just wish he'd have continued to go up to Castle Age and stopped slinging Green once he'd got that clicked up to Imperial Age. I think it was a really great game. This though has completely just demolished Yellow's base. It's just there's nothing left really. That's quite marvelous.
Yellow still does have around 13 villagers there.
Yep.
And he was able to keep alive,
Yeah,
mining
true.
some stone and chopping some wood, while Green is taking the stone in his base. They're like peacefully coexisting, so you will.
Blue's looking like he's getting
here.
cleaned up in his base.
Yeah.
What village
So Green is going into siege rams. I think it's a bit too late. Also, Yellow has halberdiers out on the field.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think even how many Scorps? Oh, he's sending Scorps over to clean up Green's attacking in the north. But he's sending Scorps over, which are they're just so deadly. Those Khmer Scorps.
Exactly.
The extra attack, extra range, and there's double Scorps. Ugh.
Green does have a lot of trebs, but I think they're just gonna get shot down by those scorpions.
Yep, I think so too. And there's halberdier.
Not gonna be a good investment.
Green's now building a TC in Yellow's base. If only you'd built your TC in your base earlier, I think that would have been just the perfect.
Exactly. If Green had tried to boom a little bit more instead of stocking up all that food and not doing anything with it.
But at the same time, it's just so many things to things to do, man. It's really well played by every player here. Blue, unfortunately, migrating vills again, having to.
Exactly, and like I predicted, Green going for the siege ram push, but Yellow there with his halbs, ready to defend from that.
Blue's cold, but GG called from all the players there.
GG.
Well played, really well played. That was
wow.
I hope everyone else.
That was an amazing game.
Yeah.
That was an amazing game.
I hope everyone else is as entertained as I was.
That was very hard to call for like throughout the majority of the game. I had no idea who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Both teams had one player who was completely dying, and then the other player going forward with the push.
Yeah. Really well played there by. I loved the sling. I thought that was a really interesting tactic, and clearly worked for clearing out Yellow. And
exactly.
Then the Khmer boom there, just straight into Scorps, because as we were saying at the start, it seems a bit weird to cavalry civs, which it wasn't. Khmer Scorps with siege ram. That's quite a deadly combo actually. Full siege.
It's a really good combo.
Yeah. Oh, so, the KDs there. Are you on the KDs? 300.
Yes.
300 kills, 120 deaths from Red.
It's amazing. Amazing. Now, Foster, looking back at these games here, it looks like the first game, it was. If you look at the first game, you think that red and yellow, those colors now in this game, are going to steamroll this game pretty easily. Yep. Then second match, blue and green did kind of show what they were made of, and they did strike back. Although maybe yellow did GG a bit too quickly.
Possibly, yeah. But it was
Mongol player there. Could have probably played on. Had a decent amount of resources. Had over 600 food, over 1,000 gold. Could have probably done something with that. But still, all in all, I think this is a pretty convincing win for Saladin and Kotyan Khan. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree. And I think really good games to watch. I think where they lost it in the second game, or maybe you could say the other team won it certainly. But I think. Yellow going for the really aggressive 3 archery ranges was maybe a little bit too much when he was
a bit too cocky. Yeah, he was maybe a bit too cocky.
A bit too confident, maybe. Yeah. But confident, I think that last game was great. It's really cool to see the mine archers. The mine archers with obsidian are just melting bases.
Exactly.
The doubled out castle. Well, singled out. Actually, one went out, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, it could have been a double doubt.
It could have been a double out. Could have split them up.
Yeah.
Doubled out.
I think
Yeah.
taking away from this last game though, taking away the most essential part here, I think that Green kind of neglected his boom and was too focused on microwing with his obsidian arrow arbalests, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
And then Blue waited too long to
go up to castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although as to next round though, I feel like Red and Yellow will probably need to, I don't know, step up their game. Because even though Red was kind of strong in this game, Yellow was, of course, a cockroach here. He did not die, but I feel like they're going to have a lot of trouble against better opponents, though.
Yeah, the next one's definitely, I think, kind of not letting your teammate get quite so hammered.
Exactly. I think Red waited way too long to go and help Yellow, which basically killed Yellow completely. And
I think
I don't know if he's going to be able to do that next round.
Yeah, 2 siege works there. I think would have been sufficient to just at least keep the archers at bay.
Exactly.
Keep them out. But yeah.
Exactly.
All right. That was really cool. So that was our first cast together. Just having a quick look at the resources there. I mean, Red just dominating with every single resource. Blue did send 17,000 resources, so completely didn't make any military pretty much.
I mean, I understand the strategy here, but Blue, he went overboard with the sling. Should have gone up faster himself.
Yeah, 28 minutes is quite late, and I think that's probably why that continuation of that sling
exactly
led to. I guess that's why Green wasn't making any more villages, right? Because Blue was just going to sling all the resources, but it meant that Blue didn't have an army, unfortunately. So
they gambled and they thought that the obsidian arrow arbalests were going to be enough to win them the game, but apparently not.
No, I think maybe if you have the castles, but then have the mangonels behind the castles rather than moving them forwards, and then they can't advance with the siege rams at all, but you can stop the push. Maybe that's what Blue could have done. But right,
exactly.
Should we end that cast there then?
Yes.
Hope it's
thank you everyone for watching.
Yeah, and thank you for co-casting with me too.
Yes, Foster, it was the pleasure was all mine.
And also me too. Let's be honest. All right, dude.
Okay.